This story is a work of fiction. While it may reference real-world events and historical contexts, all characters, situations, and locations are imagined or dramatized for creative purposes. Inspired by a dream shaped by current and past experiences under dictatorship, this content aims to explore themes of freedom, resistance, and identity. Any resemblance to real persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. Viewer discretion is advised, especially for themes involving political oppression, trauma, and rebellion.
Drifting high where the echoes fade, floating cities in the light we made. No trees below, no rivers flow, only winds of time still know. Through the neon haze we rise, silent voices, steel and skies, galactic whispers guide the way, a code to follow night and day. Nova Haven lights ignite, through the storm we take our flight. Ancients watch as empires fall, from the dust we'll rise once more. Cuban sands, a tale untold. Under fire the world grows cold, drones and shadows claim the land. Still the fearless make their stand. Circuit hearts begin to dream, past and future start to gleam. In the void where silence grew, hope is written into view. Nova Haven lights ignite, through the storm we take our flight. From the ruins echoes call, one last chance to save it all. 5,000 years, the stars still shine. The fight for freedom redefined.
5,000 years of revolution. Dawn. Like every other first week of January's daybreak, the polluted dark gray skies started to turn bright, and the clouds were white across the island. The cave's entrances were replenished with light, which is the sign, a sign that this day is touched by the hand of the prophet. Everyone understands some miracle is about to happen. Crowds gather in the main squares of every town, some coming from faraway mountains, others from faraway plains. They all gather to witness the prophet's appearance and message of the year and the years to come. By midday, the prophet of Cuba shows up on the horizon in an impressive, gigantic figure formation of himself, wearing his characteristic olive green army suit and his commander-in-chief grades. The figure is massive. The shape of the prophet does not move, although it is a mesmerizing view. At this moment, youngsters collapse in an emotional attack, and the rest of the crowd gathering in the squares begins saluting and hailing for eternal salvation in silence. Shortly after, the enormous figure begins to move his right arm slowly, and the prophet finally speaks in a supernatural voice. The worst disease, the most terrible, the most dramatic that could exist in our nation's political, social, and historical order, is that one day this revolution is destroyed by the revolutionary themselves. You have to be 100% immunized against that. The party has to guarantee it, and its leadership is essential. Such securities must always be sought. The voice then stopped. The massive image of the prophet gradually disappeared, and the skies started to return to dark and gray. This enunciation from the prophet speaks about the worst sin a human can do in the nation, that being the betrayal to the revolution. Therefore, faith must be strong in the population to avoid the maximum sentence, being disconnected and disappearing by the high command in the skies without a previous alert call. On the other hand, the elders in the crowd also understand that this message is about the reconfirmation of faith, dignity, and loyalty to both the prophet and the revolution. The message is mainly delivered to strengthen the faith of the new generation in the prophet and the revolution. Alongside the trained and experienced in the conviction, groups gather to reflect on this message, which will mark the year and strength of the revolutionary faith. The message is written in the Sacred Reflections Testament for everyone to read, interpret, and praise. The organization to hold the ceremony that helps gather communities across all territories in small groups is the CDR, created by the prophet in ancient times. The gathering takes place across the island and will last until the prophet reappears. The reality is that the show is orchestrated by state security and government androids using powerful computers and high-end equipment to hypnotize the Cuban people. By conviction, these people decided to become the human zoo of the galaxy. The entire galaxy understands that 100% of the Cuban population voted to live as such, following the path of Prophet Fidel. Far above the clouds are enormous cities, where a very different way of life is lived to maintain the citizens of the ground under indoctrination. The cities are most of the time unseen from the ground, almost impossible to spot due to constant cloudy days and nights.